Video games, for example. When was the last time we got like an original idea for like a Call of Duty?
You're talking about video games? Talk about iPhones.
Yeah, everything, bro. People just stick to what works. You know?
Everything is just the same recycled old shit. Like,
yeah.
It's just...
The bad part
but it's a
phones,
new model. Oh, better camera. Same fucking thing. Get a camera like this.
They add one new feature, call it a whole new phone. Charge the same price.
Oh, they change the edges. It's round now.
They put a new color on it, Diego.
They add a new color into the rotation every time.
Yeah. I mean, shit, they're coming out with what? What's that new one? Is it like pink?
Yes.
The new, is it 12 Pro Max?
I think it's iPhone 13.
Oh my god.
Shit is sexy as hell though. I'm upgrading to the 13 because it's three phones later. Anyways, so.
That's true.
That's only a 3-year difference, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
3 phones later is a 3-year difference. That's it.
Cause I'm not gonna lie, the iPhones did start in like 2012, kinda. You know what I mean?
Like
2000, not start.
Grade. When I was in 6th grade, the first iPhone came out.
That's what I'm saying. But like when they became popularized, like everyone's like, oh,
You're
iPhone
old,
is where they're getting the
bitch.
phone.
You're old as fuck.
I was in 6th grade when the first iPhone
That's
came
what
out.
I'm like. So
man.
like it didn't become popularized till a couple years later, where everyone's like, oh, iPhone or Android. It became that debate, you know. So ever since then, they released a new phone every year. Yeah, from 1 to 5, big differences. 5 to 6, size difference. You know. But then after 6, all they did was make the screen big.
It's usually just micro changes that that average person wouldn't notice.
Average person wouldn't notice, but if you look at Model 1 to Model now, you're like,
I mean,
all
is
right.
there a big difference in performance between the 12 Pro Max
and the 1? I
and
think
like,
so.
No, and like the 6?
Oh.
Huh?
Like a new 6? Like a brand new out of the box 6? I think
iPhone 6 versus 12? You're insane.
Okay, let's say
There's
this.
a jump from yours to mine.
Okay, let's say iPhone XS.
And I'm like 2 years younger than you.
Okay,
really?
iPhone XS
Yes.
compared to that one. To the iPhone 12.
I mean, okay, but are we just talking about camera or actual like phone?
Each phone gets a brand new processor every time.
Okay. Because the thing, oh my. Flew into his hand.
Open it.
Yo! I wanted to let him fly, bro.
What you thought, bro?
Yo, you're a menace.
democracy.
Nah, Marco's a fly murderer.
I'm the
here.
fly.
Nah,
Oh my god. He came to my hand. He wanted to be my friend,
The
bro.
mosquito menace, if you
He trusted me. That wasn't even a mosquito. That was a love bug. There's 2 of them. That was double homicide.
Damn, double homicide.
Oh my god.
Anyway, so what is going on, guys? Welcome to a brand new first ever episode of our podcast. We still don't know the fucking name to it, simply because originally it was gonna be a hot box. But they don't want a hot box every time we do this, simply because we're not trying to be in there for that long.
Yeah, sitting in a car with the AC off.
So we out here in our backyard lighting the blunt. This is like
I just spit in the middle of that sentence.
Yeah, whenever you all spit, you should keep it going that way.
I was gonna say this is like, I guess, us in our most raw form.
Yeah. I mean, shit, we do this like every day. Yo.
Exactly.
Yeah, bro. Before we go to the gym, I gotta eat something.
Me too.
I'm gonna eat nothing. I'm about
Actually, so we decided we're gonna hit legs today. For the simple fact that we
I told him if you're coming, I wanted to do upper body, but he was very on the fact that we're not skipping legs. I was like, we're not skipping, bro. We're just modifying the fucking schedule.
The rotation.
But he was like, no, we can't skip.
Because
so
it is skipping. Because the last time that
he wanted to do arms by themselves.
Yeah, just like a quick arm workout.
I didn't want to isolate. You know, when I work out, I want if we're doing arms, I want like the entire thing. You know, because I want it all defining to like building together.
The light.
Beautiful. That's the only one.
That's my fault.
Yeah, it was.
Definitely. I mean, that's something I like to do. Is if, for example, if I don't want to let's say, oh man, I have a day off or something like that, and I still want to hit the gym, but I don't want to throw myself off of my schedule. I'll just throw in a day where, hey, you know what? Maybe I'll go blow up my arms, or I'll go work on my shoulders or something like that. Something isolated, just that I want to get bigger or looking better. You know.
I always look at it more as I just want to get more defined and bigger.
I mean, yeah.
Because I don't want to. I don't want to grow my body size because of my height. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be a big small dude. Like that doesn't work.
Are we having a conversation or are we having debates? How does this podcast thing work? Where does the debate?
I mean, yeah, it's really just conversation. It could be anything.
I've seen podcasts go down
We can
lists
have-
of questions.
We can have topics. We can have questions, shit like that.
I mean, me and Diego had like an attempt at another podcast the other day where it was just us two. We actually had some pretty good content in there, and one of the things that we did was we looked up questions.
We did a
For
Q&A.
siblings to
We
ask
did a
each other.
Q&A, and as we were looking for questions, we found a sibling Q&A,
Yeah.
and we recorded that, but the fucking footage was blurry as shit because my camera wasn't focused.
Yeah, and
So
the
the entire video was just a blur.
it made me pretty sad because it was some good
I
stuff.
was so mad about it.
Hold on.
Sounds like some good stuff.
I think it asked us shit like what's your biggest fear?
My biggest fear?
Yeah.
It's a good question.
I had said
At this point in my life,
Yeah.
I'm stuck. Like,
okay.
the routine I'm at now, being here within the next 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, of
2 or
course.
3 years minimum. Like, if within a year, I can still be saving whatever, 1 year. But after 2, after 3, this has become my life.
Yeah.
Like, I
nah.
won't do this shit, bro.
I think for me, one of my biggest fears, like I had said in that video, was the ocean, and fear of like being buried alive.
Mr. Beast did that.
I know,
Buried alive?
and then it also came with like being claustrophobic.
Wait, he got buried
For
alive?
50 hours for a video. He was in a glass encased tube. He watched the dirt be poured on top of him.
Was he freaking out?
He was calm the whole time. He was just laying there like this. Just
I mean, I guess that's because he knows it's a controlled environment. But if you like woke up one day and like
That's
you
what
were
I'm
just in a
saying,
box,
bro.
You were in a box. You try breaking the box, and dirt starts pouring on you. There was this movie that I saw that the whole movie was literally just a guy. Like I think it was the movie was called Buried Alive. He was literally just buried alive, and the whole time it's him trying to escape. You know, him calming himself.
like mentally.
Yeah, and I mean, the whole movie is just like basically that, just a shot of him inside the box, you know.
I
And he's
remember.
like talking. He's like he has his phone on him, and so he's trying to call like some like cop or something like that. That's like trying to help him out, like trying to find out where he is to help him and stuff. At the end of the movie, yeah, actually no, I'm not gonna spoil it. It's a good movie.
I'm not
You
gonna
should-
watch it. He gets found.
Well, no, he dies at the end of the movie. Like he tries breaking out of the box. And he's in like a desert, bro. So like a bunch of sand just like overflows the thing, and you can still hear like the phone, like even after he's already buried, you hear the phone like the guy like, oh, like hey, like I'm sorry, I can't find you. Where are you? Where like you hear like that's how the movie ends up, and it's like damn, he spends the whole movie in the box and he dies.
That fucking terrifies me.
Yeah, man. Like what?
Not
I
gonna
wouldn't
lie,
like
the
the
ocean it does scare. Cause think about it, our block
Our
block is pretty big. Like, and if we go a mile high, our block is like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a mile high. That's pretty high up, you know?
It's like
And the beach.
pretty high up, yeah. Pretty high up, yeah.
And put this whole fucking square block a mile tall in the water. You have any idea how much shit, how many animals, how many things could fit?
Yeah.
Like the amount of life.
That's what I'm saying, and the thing about it that freaks me out is the fact that there'll be something right in fucking front of you and you won't see it till it's point blank because of the water.
It's dark. Like when you get to that
Oh
certain
my
point in the ocean,
God.
it's pitch black. Like it. That's scary.
That's some traumatizing shit.
That's some shit. Yo, we need some Japple to be honest. I'm tired of. I want to drink. I'm not copping. I got a gram, but.
I don't play a common either.
So I'm saying so that gram is for later
This is a
tonight
little-
after my
little
gym.
Got a little T-break going on. Hell yeah. About time.
No trash. We're going to
Okay.
Deltona tomorrow. We got nothing for the way back, nothing for when we get
I've
home.
been
That's
hurting
trash.
my brain. We're gonna need some bud by the time we go get our next tattoo. Or your next tattoo.
What's the 25th?
So that's what, next Monday or Tuesday?
I believe. I'm not
That's
sure.
Tuesday.
Oh no, that's like in 2 weeks.
That's Tuesday.
That's Tuesday in 2 weeks, yeah.
I got my driver's appointment.
We'll have bud
That
by there
Thursday.
for sure. We never run out of bud. One of the things that I hope to come out from this, if this ever does blow up, is we have like weed companies and like bud like people that just make the stuff send us shit. They're like, yo, we want you to try this shit on your podcast.
We become like weed connoisseurs.
Yeah, I gotta. They're like, I gotta do
come on,
plug
alliteration, cannabis connoisseurs. Come on, you gotta throw that in there.
Nah, it's not alliteration.
I like
too many
weed
words.
with the OUID. Weed.
Like,
that's just funny. Weed. Yeah. Oh my god.
Have you guys ever done edibles? I've never done edibles.
Yes.
The edibles from what was that girl's name? With the purple hair.
I mean,
we got edibles off of one of his buddies once, and they were booty. We paid so much money for.
And they were fucking
edibles.
trash. I two of them felt nothing, bro. And oh my
edibles
god.
people say edibles are usually hit or miss.
Yeah.
Miss.
Bro, that girl was weird. I remember one time.
She's kind of cute though.
I mean, she was cute, but like her personality was ugly. You know, like we were in fucking art class, and like she started beef with the art teacher. Like the art teacher, Mr. Rodriguez, like really nice guy.
Why
bro.
she beefing with him?
He's a super nice guy, right?
Yo, that's
Sweetest dude ever,
You
bro.
you get annoying sometimes.
Like yeah, but like
he'll
he'll treat you like, cause he was used to teaching like kindergarten, first graders. So he was really sweet, but in like a childish way, you know. And so this girl would always start beef with him for some reason. And then one day when he like finally got fed up and was like gonna like actually like get her in trouble, she's like, "That's not." She goes down to student services and fucking writes a statement on him, bro, before she could get him in trouble.
Before he could get her in trouble, you mean?
Yeah, before he could like call the office to get her in trouble, like she just goes down there and writes a statement about like what a shitty teacher he is. Oh my god.
He was a great teacher.
Yeah, like, he was a super nice guy.
I used to show up to his class, literally take a nap every day. I see her in that class. That's a class. Our class.
Yeah, Sierra used to come in there and like vibe out sometimes.
I remember the only time I ever had an art class was in 6th grade. I forget the teacher's name.
Hey, but hold on. Can we actually talk about the fact that there's so many fucking mosquitoes back here, bro? And if anybody has like a solution on how to get rid of them.
Yo, that's a fact, bro. Like,
because we'll leave like a little.
It's because we leave like sugary drinks back here.
Yeah,
and the
so,
sugar
like right now
attracts-
your
look,
drink
yeah,
out
my
here is
drink.
probably the thing attractive.
Yeah, like I'm not drinking my drink anymore. At this point, it's like the fucking like that's where they're gonna go. So I just left it there to like keep them off of our faces.
It's really fucking annoying.
we can leave liquor bottles out here, like
Like Japo.
like a Japo. Yeah, they'll go
The
into the
bottle,
Japo and they
like, you
can't.
can't
Don't even
Yeah,
show.
you can. Yeah, you actually see them right behind me. That bottle right there filled with flies inside because we throw like a little bit in there and they just fly in.
Yeah, they
basically trap themselves. It's really cool.
Yeah, they drink themselves to death. Basically, it's lovely.
Yeah.
Anyways, yes. Hold on. So in 6th grade, I had this art teacher. There was this kid in that class. Yay, back to me. There was this kid in that class. His name was Andre. He was. I don't want to say he used to bully me, but like, the kid was always on my ass for like nothing. And there's one time I had a pencil. It was a very nice. It's one of those pencils you look at. You're like, yo, this is a nice pencil.
Is it one of those bendy ones? Is it like the
No,
one
it was
with
just a regular. It was a regular number 2 pencil, but it had more like a gold hue than a yellow one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was nice. It was a nice pencil. We were in this art class and I was using. I was putting down to like grab my pen or whatever, and the dude stole my pencil. Right, like he took it, and I was like,
I'm hurt.
I was like, yo, give me back my pencil. He's like, it's not yours. I don't know whatever the fuck. I was like, yes, it is. And we had this whole ass argument. He's like, how do you know? It's like, how do I know it's yours? It's like, cause it's not yours. And my teacher didn't do anything about it. Like he told him to give it back. The kid was like, no, or whatever the fuck. So he told him to leave. So then afterwards, the teacher just comes up to me with his pencil collection. He goes, you can have any of mine. I was like.
Hey.
I went from
Were
a
you
number 2 pen. Yeah, I was crying. I went from a number 2 pencil to one of those like fancy like mechanical ones.
Oh yeah.
I felt so happy. Can I have that pencil?
Good art teacher. Good art teacher.
But that same kid later on in that year.
That's actually pretty dope.
Yeah, that same kid later on in that year, I ended up finding out that he was friends with some like short Asian kid, and the Asian kid like bossed him around. Like mind you, like some kid, like the kid was short. Like he was like it was a short person. I don't want not a short person, but he was like stupid short, right? Like 4'5" 4.
You were in the
7,
6th grade
4, 8.
anyways,
Yeah,
yeah.
you know, little kids, but like short for a little kid. You know what I mean? Because Andre was a big dude, and then I come to find out, like the little kid would boss him around. They had like a sort. It was like a, like the little kid was the bully of the bully. You know what I mean? So they had like a dynamic. They'd go around.
That's a funny dynamic.
The little kid would be like, "You go bully him," type. Like you know the movie It, like the squad of bad guys.
Mm-hmm.
How it's like the one bad kid like was the boss of all the bad kids of that little group. That's exactly what it was like.
That's fucking funny, bro.
Do you guys have, apart from Andre, do you guys have any bullies that if you saw to this day would be on site? Like anyone you remember from school that you never liked and you saw them this day, you wouldn't like, you just eye them like you, like, I wouldn't go up to someone and physically like fucking hit them at this one because I'm not in school and like life has consequences. But like it's like, oh my god, I would really consider it, bro.
Nah,
I have someone like that, but
Like,
I'm not
I'm
gonna
just-
say their name.
Nah, I never really beefed with anybody, and on top of that, nobody ever really like bullied me. You know, like I was always that kid. Like, it was funny. I was, like, for example, nobody.
wasn't a
nobody
bully, I'll
would
tell you
bully
about it
me.
right
Yeah, nobody would bully me, but I wouldn't condone that shit either. You know, it was like if I was in a classroom where, like, let's say there was a girl that she would like be like. For example, that one girl I told you guys about that used to get bullied like in middle school. Like anytime I saw that shit, I'd be like, "Yo, bro, like,
Leave her alone.
like chill out, yeah, like you're doing too much, you know, some shit like that." But I never like got bullied or like picked on really. I mean, and if I did, I would always clap back so they wouldn't really like continue.
For me,
you know?
one of the people was Kedwin. Kedwin would always like fuck with me and shit like that, but like in like an older brother type of way. And then he like he didn't like he'd call me names and shit like that. He'd like be like hard hitting with me, but he wouldn't like
He wouldn't mean it.
yeah, he wouldn't be like mean about it, you know what
Like
I mean?
that's just who he is. He's brass.
Yeah,
brass.
exactly like that.
All right, there was this one kid. I remember I was in the 6th grade. He was in the 7th. I was in the 7th. He was in the 8th. My 8th grade year was the best year because he wasn't there. I made a whole my 8th grade year was the best year, bro. That shit was great. I remember when he was by himself. He was a year above me. So he had friends that were a year above me. So we would ride the bus. I went to Parkway. You know, it was a fucking hour-long bus ride every day, to and from.
To and from. Oh my god. Awful.
Like I remember, bro. Whenever 21st Century was after school program. Sometimes I would go, sometimes I wouldn't. Sometimes he would go, sometimes he wouldn't. You know, like there were times where we were alone on the bus, just me and him. Like it was like a whole group of people. There were times we were alone on the bus, and he was a bitch. He didn't talk he talked to me, but he had conversations with me. Like he would try to be my friend. He would try to get along with me, do all this shit. And then, bro, but every time there was at least one other person around, like he was like this brass kind of like hard. Like a dick.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was just a fucking dick.
You trying to show up?
Yeah, he tried to show out for no reason. I'm sitting there, I'm like, alright, bet. I called him out about it once. I was like, alright, bet, but when none of your fucking buddies are here, you wanna be all friendly and talk to me and ask me questions and be my friend, right? Yeah, okay. There was another time he sat next to me. He had like a little towel. He rolled it up. My face, bro. He hit me in the face. I remember that shit. And like he thought he was funny. Like I got up, I said, bro, do that again. Like do it again. No, he was on the inside seat. I was on the outside. No, I sat behind him. It was on the bus. I sat behind him. He was above me. Like I was just sitting down minding my business, and he was in front of me. He sat up. He stood up. Like he was like, oh, you know how people stand up on the bus and used to talk to each other. He rolled his shit. He hit me. I stood up. I was like, do it again, bro. He did it again. I walked up to his seat, and I punched him. Like I punched him in the face. And
what was the dude's name? Was it like? I feel like it's Gabe, or something like that.
No, there was a Gabe on that bus. I liked Gabe. Gabe was cool.
I feel like you told me you punched somebody other than Kenny that one time on the bus.
No, Kenny does not even talk about that. I regret that shit so much.
Yeah, I know.
I had a really shit day that day.
Damn.
But his name was Justin.
Okay.
His name was Justin. He was friends. You remember Roberto?
Yes.
From back then, he was
Yeah.
friends with Roberto. Same thing with Roberto. Roberto wasn't a dick to me, but he wasn't like
brass.
he was brass.
Yeah, that's why I never fucked with him.
But when we were alone, he wasn't like that. He was cool. And then again, I ran into him. I was a freshman. He was a sophomore, or I was a sophomore. He was a junior. He was a year above me still. And I ran into him in Liberty High School.
We went to the same, I think, elementary class when we were like stupid young.
I ran into him at Liberty, to Roberto, and he was cool as fuck. Like that was like I had a class with him. Like we would talk. Like it was first day of school. I was like, yeah, that's Roberto. Like I looked at him like that's Roberto. He looked back at me. He was like, yo, what's up? After class, he was like, yo, bro, how was.
That's kind of
like,
cool. I mean, that's the cool thing about like living in the same area, like through school and stuff.
Yeah.
So you'll go to elementary school with somebody, like
Not
maybe
fuck
lose
with each
contact, and then like later on you guys like link back up.
If I seen Justin today, bro, it's on site. I seen him one time when I was 17. When I was 17, in the New Era barber shop, he was just sitting there. I think he was like the owner's kid or one of the barber's kids or whatever. He was just sitting in the back on a chair on his phone. I was just eyeing him the whole time. I was like, that's Justin. Like, that has to be him. Like, that's Justin.
Did he see you?
He looked at me, and he never made eye contact again. He didn't look at me again. And I was like...
so he knew.
I was like, that has to be Jim. Like, I swear. Like, I wanted to fucking... Like, that nigga made my fucking...
With blood boil?
He made my blood boil, bro.
Yeah, bro. Shit. I think the only time I ever really like pressed anybody like is in school. You know?
Yeah.
Because me, I'm a firm believer that if you fight in school, you're stupid, okay? If you can't just hold that shit till like after school or you catch somebody at home, bro. Like if you're really beefing with somebody and you pull up to their house, they're scared. They're scared, bro. Like, that's it. But nah, the only time, it was actually in that same art class with that girl. Like it was some kid, bro. He threw a pencil at my face. Like, I didn't like him. He was annoying. And he threw a pencil at my face one time. Like, and that shit, like, hit me, like, right here. Bro, I got him so quick. Like, I walked up to him, I said, do it again, bro. And he just, yo, it's a joke. And my teacher, he was like, because he knew me, I was calm as fuck. I would never press somebody. He
knew us. He knew both of us. I remember.
Bro, yeah, like, he knew, he was chilling with me, bro. I thoroughly enjoyed art class. Like I tried my hardest in that shit. I was a good student in that class, so he knew that like this kid really pissed me off, you know. And so he ends up like, oh my god, I was so heated, bro. Like, that day was something else. It was something else. I remember. Do you remember Willie Marco? William? Yeah, he was in that class as well. Now everybody was like. Because they knew that I was like a calm ass kid, and they saw me like piss off. They were like, "Yo, what he do?" Yo, they fucked up.
Damn. What did you do to make the nigga that
mad? No, but obviously I didn't end up like doing anything because, like I said, you're dumb in high school, bro. Like, and thankfully too, that was like my junior year. So.
What was the worst fight you've ever seen in school? Like the hardest, like they got their ass beat.
Ass beat? Okay. There's one where someone got their ass beat. No, I'm not even gonna say there's one. That same day, someone got their ass beat, pushed down the stairs, like they're tumbling down the stairs. There were 3 fights that one day. Someone got like thrown down the stairs and like they were getting fucked up while rolling down the stairs. It was the building by the locker rooms. You know, like those first set of stairs that go up and then like they go up into the building. You know, like how.
Yes. Yeah.
So it was up to there was second floor. They were fighting up by the hallway. I don't know how they made their way to the stairs. They fell down the stairs. They kept going, bro. Like they just kept going. I didn't see the fight. I saw a video. I don't remember too much of what it was, but I saw them tumbling. I was like, oh shit, like that's some shit.
Damn.
There was also another one where my freshman year, this huge ass fight. You were still at the school that year. Huge ass fight, bro, in the cafeteria. Cops got involved.
Is it the Superman punch one?
What the?
Yeah, fuck? It was a Superman punch one. I was sitting at the end of their table with my Mexican squad at the time.
Chato and them, right?
Yes. Yeah. You know, I remember that shit,
cops
bro.
got involved. I was standing on the tables getting a look of everybody standing on the tables. RoboCop comes up to me, hey, get down off the table. I'm like,
no, it was, wasn't it?
That shit was annoying, bro.
Probably because she knew you.
Yes, dog. Like,
what? Yes, you're an easy single out that way.
Like, bro, she fucking knows me. She knows mom. Like, that shit's dumb as fuck.
Damn. Wasn't one of the kids like just sit in there and the other one basically came and jumped him?
Don't remember. I don't remember too much of how it started.
Like the whole, like I remember.
But
You're right. I remember. I think the kid ended up taking his pants off because he had shorts underneath. Like he took his pants off while he was like he tackled him into the fucking seat, started hitting him, and then I think somehow the kid managed to get up or whatever. He got up and like jumped back, and from the fucking like the seat just like Superman hit it.
Yeah, I feel like there's a big jump in like the culture of high school between the time that you were in high school and I was in high school. Cause you and I
Diego was
were
in
you
that.
a senior by the time I was a freshman, or were you already graduating?
I had already graduated.
You were a freshman when I was a junior?
I was at CHS, yeah. That was
So I was
like,
a senior.
You were still a senior.
Okay. But like even then, like the type of people that were there, like their mindset, like there was definitely.
Nah, I think it was the same.
Diego's era of high school was the ending of that brass kind of where people didn't have phones. They didn't have like where their only phone. Yes, I think so. Like the 2000s.
It was like early technology stage though.
My high school, I graduated 2017.
The year, I mean the year you did go to Liberty. The year you went to Liberty.
Yes, it was still the same people. It was because it's the same class.
Well, okay, how about this?
It was
what iPhone was out?
It's the time of, I think the 7.
The
7. It was the people it was the shoeheads, hype beasts. Like that's all school was about, bro.
Yeah.
If you went to school, like you had to have nice shoes. It had just started the jogger phase. Cause like I said, I feel like I started that shit. The jogger phase.
Because as if we didn't walk into Tilly's, the guy told us, "Hey, joggers are really in right now. Everyone's been buying them over the summer."
No.
And that's when we bought some joggers. But go on.
No. That's when we bought joggers for school, buddy. I was wearing joggers like ending 8th grade.
Okay.
And then after people stopped wearing joggers, I started the pinfold. And you can't tell me that I didn't. I was the first dude on the pinfold, bro.
This man was
Same thing with Vans, bro. Same thing with Vans. I bought my first pair of Vans beginning in 8th grade, and I never stopped wearing Vans since. I need a light. But I started all that shit. Can't tell me nothing. You know what else I started? Wearing shirts like on the fucking like collars, not on sleeves. Like just wearing the shirt up here. I 100% started that.
Huh?
Because
cutting up a polo and wearing on.
Not even cutting it up, bro. It's just like you wearing like this shirt. I don't have my. It's just like shirt. It's like it's just in. You know, like people wear shirts like as a scarf or something like that. I started that because I didn't wear. I was the kid that never wore uniform to school, bro. Not a single fucking day. And then I got like they put me in like suspension for whatever the fuck they were. Yeah, and they were like, if you come like the next day without a shirt on, like you're not going to school. So I was like, fuck, I still don't want to wear my fucking shirt. I just wore my shirt as a collar, bro. And I like for the rest of the fucking year, I wore my shirt like my uniform shirt like that every day. The next year I go to Mavericks, right? I go to Mavericks. And you know I have to wear uniform, but I go to your guys' school one fucking day. Everyone has their shirts like that.
I don't remember that.
Everyone has their shirts like that because the same kids from my class were doing it. Like I saw them doing it, and then the entire school would wear their shirts like that. Like just like the regular, like they would have like their regular fit, right? Let's say like I got my Jordans on, black T-shirt, jeans, whatever the fuck. I still have to wear my polo. I'll wear the closest polo that matches the jean because the polo is just an accessory.
But like, do you show that the shirt isn't on you or what?
Yeah, you walk around with the shirt
you put it on, but you
collar.
don't put it in the sleeves.
You just leave it hanging there.
What the fuck?
Yes, I started that, and I don't know if you were there, but like, or if you ever saw kids like that. But from my grade and his grade, everyone started.
The only thing I saw was when Marco would cut up his polos.
I cut up a polo, and
they started doing that
like that, and then wear a shirt over.
That was the evolvement.
It was so fucking crazy
because I never
I
snapped and been like, "Oh, put your sleeves on."
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, that was the evolvement of that.
I remember that I would never wash it because I never kept it on. I just take it off and put it in my backpack and wear it for the next day. Like I'd take it out when I was getting off the bus, getting into the thing, put it on the bus. After I walk in, take it off, leave it in my backpack. I remember one time I took it out and I looked at it, and it was gray from all the fucking lead in my backpack, and it just looked really dirty. And I was like, I'm gonna take an L today. Like I'm not putting this shit on. So they didn't catch me, but like I was willing for that. I was willing to take that L.
Nah, but it's crazy how much they care about your uniform, bro. Like they're willing to let you miss out on your education over with a shirt you're wearing.
I wish I would have gone to high school back then where there were no phones. Like where you're wearing loose pants, you're wearing the striped collared shirts, where like everyone's girls For girls, the popular girls, you know what they wear? They
like
wear
mini skirts and
no. They wear multiple colored tank tops and they have them layered down at the bottom.
Oh my god, the
Like-
era of layers.
Layers,
Oh
bro. The
my
layers,
God.
the bracelets, the bangs, all that
Y'all
shit.
remember
The
the
band.
silly bands? Y'all remember
Silly
the
bands.
silly bands, bro?
All that, bro.
Yo.
Imagine having
That was sick,
gone
bro. Silly bands popped off in my 6th grade.
nerd glasses, like 6th grade. Nerd
Sixth
glasses. But early 2011, 2012 was when that shit happened. My middle school years. I honestly early middle school for me is like almost that same. I didn't have technology. I had an iPod, barely. I had an iPod I found in the middle of the street. I was riding a bike because I was pissed. I was upset. I had no way to let out my anger. I couldn't do nothing. I just went to ride my bike. I see something shiny on the street. I'm like, oh, something shiny. I drove over it with my bike.
Yeah, you ran it over.
And I look down. I'm like, that's an iPod. I get down. I pick it up. I'm like, it's all broken. I go get it fixed. Like I get it restored. All that shit. Like 2 months later, it broke. Like I couldn't keep using
That
it.
was. So you're thinking a lot farther because that's after I had gotten my first iPod.
Yeah, but before that, think about it.
Before that, bro, I was using an MP3 player with no fucking screen, bro. Remember that little black one that it was just a little they had to clip it on. I bought it for like $13 at like JCPenney. And then you had the other one, right? The nice one that you had gotten for your birthday, I think.
It was an MP3 player. It was small like this.
Yeah.
But it had the 4 buttons.
Yeah.
The play button, and then it had like a little thing. I could draw it for you
Yeah,
right now.
I remember that shit.
Bro,
we would
oh
fight
my
over that
God.
shit.
Nah, but
Why would we fight over my MP3? Give me the
I don't fucking know. We would fight over that shit. I remember.
Bro, those MP3 players were like a different
that was
level.
bro. That was during the time of paparazzi and Crazy Frog and like
TikTok
She-Wolf.
and
Bro, there was this alternative song on there. Like I completely forgot what it was, but it was your first like MP3 player that you were given to like on your birthday by Evie. There was a song on there, like one of the preset songs, and I bumped to that shit on my soul, bro. Like that was it. And to this day, like I don't know the name of the song, bro. It makes me so sad.
I don't even remember because
Oh
I
my
don't remember.
God.
I don't remember Evie giving me a MP3 player. I remember going from the black one to the iPod.
Like that song is what got me like into like to have a liking for alternative music. You know, like oh my god, that shit is crazy. It's insane how small shit like that really like all like changes your tastes like in shit. You know what I mean?
Sure. Cool. Anyway, so we're gonna cut it off right there.
Alright.
This is definitely long as shit. It's like
You're gonna have to pick and choose what you want to leave in there.
40 minutes. Yeah, I'll probably cut out some stuff if I decide to.
Yeah. You definitely should cut it down because I feel like the reason your videos do well is because they're not that long, you know?
For like recently, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, really keep
Cool.
the attention
So
span.
I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you're new. If y'all got any names for ideas for this shit, throw them down there. I need
ideas, questions that you want to hear answered. I guess,
facts,
next one.
topics too, because we can do this shit more often. I mean, it's like we don't smoke every day. You know what I mean?
Oh, more content, more questions. If you want to see me do my job, I'm good at that.
And attempt to get rid of the flies.
Cause I love that. I love that video. I was tamed the whole time.
Yeah, that was a pretty good video, honestly.
All right. Yeah, cool. So we're gonna see you guys on the next one. All right. Peace.
Later.